So now we're going to get into the unboxing of the Bergara B14 series rifle. The Bergara B14 rifle is based off of the Remington 700 Action, as I had mentioned before. Bergara has been in the barrel making business for some time. They've been making custom barrels for PRS competitors for a while, and their barrels are really just premium barrels. As I mentioned before, a lot of folks who use these barrels say that it doesn't really need a break-in. I am going to do a break-in that I'll show later on. In the manual, it does have a certain break-in process. So let's open the box and we'll get into it. So as part of the box, pretty basic, normal styrofoam. We do have a warranty card, a little picture, manual, magazine. It does come use standard magazines. Rifle, bolt comes separate. As you can see, chamber is clear. There's no rounds anywhere. So let's get the bolt in. Box out of here. Okay, so a little bit more about the rifle itself. 20-inch barrel, 1 in 10 twist, which should stabilize most bullets in different weights. For the 308, I did put the rail on already, but I'll have a clip for that as well. The stock is a polymer-based stock. It does have an aluminum chassis built in to help with the rigidity. It will create a much more stable platform when you're shooting out the distance. It's got quick release sling mounts, front and back, as well as on this side, here and here. It has swing swivels, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. I do like on the back, it has this hook. A lot of times guys will hook their non-shooting hand back here to stabilize. It's a nice feature. Magazine release. It's quite big, ambidextrous, even though this is a right-handed gun anyway. The trigger is adjustable. Right now I think when it comes out of the factory it's right around a 2-pound trigger. It is adjustable. You have to take off the trigger guard, take the rifle and action out of the stock, and then you can adjust it through here. The bolt is quite smooth in the action. There really isn't that much movement at all. It locks quite nicely. In order to take the bolt out of the action, it has a button here on the side. So you just squeeze the button, bolt comes right out. It does not have a standard Remington 700 release where you have to fiddle with an extra switch down below or pull the trigger on some other rifles. On the back of the stock, the length of pull is variable. You can keep these spacers in or take them out. The butt pad is pretty nice. It's got some squish to it. 308 doesn't have an exorbitant amount of recoil anyway, but it eases it up a little bit. The cheek pad is also adjustable, so this swivels up. And it might be a little bit stiff, but should be able to wedge it out. Put it to wherever you like, and then torque it down. The barrel is threaded, so if you're in a state that allows suppressors, or if you have a suppressor, you can take that off and put one on. With the barrel only being a 20-inch barrel, it'll allow for the extra length of a suppressor if you're walking around the woods. It doesn't make it too bad. I sort of like that it's a shorter barrel. I do like the matte black finish with the brown and speckled stock, black speckled stock. I really saw no need for having a fluted barrel. I'm not going to be shooting all that fast, and the 308 is generally not a super fast round as compared to some of the other ones. So I do like that it's a heavy barrel, but it doesn't need to be fluted. It should be fine. Let's see what else we have. For the stock, one of the other things that I do really like is the palm swell. So when you are holding and you're in position, the palm swell is nice and positive in your hand for acquisition of your hold. That's really it. So it's a nice rifle. I was looking at some of the Fury rifles. Again, they're quite a bit more expensive than this. I was also looking at just the plain Remington 700 rifles, which they're okay. But I figured if I was going to go for a new rifle, it's nice to get an upgraded version of their action with a much better barrel. And then you also get a fantastic stock here as well. So there's no really need to upgrade any of these items for now, unless it's a personal preference. But on the Remington 700, I would have had to upgrade the stock. The barrel is also a little bit more to be desired. And then I don't really want to have to swap out a brand new barrel on a new action. And that's about it. So let's get into the rest of it. Obviously, I do have the scope base mounted already, and I'll show a clip of that now. And then the next thing that we'll be doing is mounting the rings and the scope.